their weaknesses. Like for me, when it comes to fitness, a lot of people would probably assume, and a lot of people have assumed, that my weakness with me being a small, petite female, is that I'm weak. I will tell you, they find out real quick I ain't weak as they think. I only exude and use a lot of strength when necessary. Pretty much a life or death situation. But I've only had to do it a few times, so I know my own strength. But a lot of people make that assumption. My actual weakness when it comes to fitness, I am a weak breather. By all means, I can do a lot of things, but my weakness is definitely my breathing. So instead of me trying to move around that obstacle, me trying to find other ways, me trying to make excuses for being a weak breather, I work on it. But I'm willing to work on it more than just one way. I'm willing to think outside the box. And that's what gets a lot of people with me and the things I do when it comes to fitness. So, like right now, I'm at the end of my 180 transformation, which really ain't a transformation. It's more of an experimentation with a couple different things and a couple different factors that I've used throughout the last 5 to 6 years as a trainer. And I've combined them in a methodical and logical way for me that would help me achieve all my goals combined, but in a strategized way. So I basically think like a marketing expert or a business strategist. I take fitness and I break down different aspects of workouts and different things and different benefits. And I start to combine them in a logical and methodical way that is efficient yet effective, if that makes sense. So, in this last part of my 180, I started doing kickboxing. I started doing kickboxing as a therapy because I really do real life have anger issues. I've been working on them for years, but I've noticed that my outlet has to be something methodical. So, while I'm working out these anger issues, I'm also working on my breathing. This is one of 2 strategies that I'm experimenting with the next 60 days to finish out my 180. The other one y'all gonna find out real soon is swimming. But we're gonna leave swimming where it's at. Because if you know me, you know I don't like to get my face wet. So I have to work on these. The only way for me to work on these is to employ strategies that force me to breathe efficient and effectively in order to train the way I want. So kickboxing owned the shit out of me today. I really didn't want to go. But like I told Michelle, I needed to go because I did not go last week because I had so much other business things going on, family related things going on. I didn't get the workouts that I felt I needed to maintain and sustain the capacity that I want to be at come December 31st. So you have to own your weaknesses. And I notice with a lot of us women and a lot of us men, but women in particular, we like to tell people, oh, my legs always been strong. Oh, I've always had upper body strength. Oh, my core always been strong. All right, sis, so tell me what's been weak. Because that's what I want to know. Because whatever's been weak is what I'm going to push you on. And y'all finna get the drill sergeant coming out of me in a second. So, yes, I was a United States Army drill sergeant from 2014 to May of 2017. You about to find out what the drill sergeant me going to tell you. Sis, I don't give a shit about what you strong at. Tell me what you weak at. Because that's what I want to work on. I want to push you when ain't nobody else going to push you. I want to yell at you when everybody else going to give up on you. When everybody else walking out the door satisfied, I'm still there coming back to catch you and bring you on through. You have to own your weaknesses. If you cannot look in the mirror and tell yourself, I need to work on my legs. My stomach ain't right. I need to work on it. My breathing suck. I need to be out there running. I can't lift myself up. I need to be out here doing arms and training. You will never, ever, ever achieve the level and fitness in the body, and you will never be able to tap into your potential in other areas of your life until you own your weaknesses. You must own them. And when it comes to getting the body you desire, and it comes to tapping into that potential, to accelerate you forward in life, I don't care how many people done told you or how many best friends that hyped you up, they ain't never been their real friend if they didn't admit your faults to you. For example, my best friend, Jocelyn, will tell you. She tell me some harsh shit sometimes, but it's exactly what I need to hear. When I put something on that ain't for me, she gonna tell me. When I start going down a path that I don't need to be on, she's gonna tell me. What I hate to see is we will post all these pictures for social media. We will get out there as women in front, hard as the devil, buy all these cover-ups just to satisfy other people and never look in the mirror and tell ourselves, when are you going to work on you? When does you become important? When does your opinion of you matter? And for me, I do it. I have to. I will never allow myself to go out and not own any part of it. I will never allow myself to sit there and act like I don't see what other people see. But that's a different thing. So that all comes in the mindset, and you have to overcome that obstacle. I have to be able to look in the mirror and tell myself, how important are you to yourself right now? We have to overcome these obstacles. And that is one. When you have a weakness, your first mindset, when you walk in the gym, when you get up in the morning, when you start your workout is, I'm working on what's weak first. I'm working on what's strong last. Start with your weakness, finish with your strength. Because whatever you start with and you overcome is going to drive the end of your workout to a better finish. It is going to motivate you to get through. So I hate upper body days. I'm sorry. When I start doing upper body like now, I get real bulky. My shoulders widen out. It makes it very apparent that I have a small waist, which most people desire. But let me tell you, right now I'm struggling with all my winter clothes from last year because I'm gaining and I'm losing in the waist. And that sounds all good, but it ain't all good when you don't want to go out and buy more clothes. Because right now, the way my mind's set up, I'm trying to be a millionaire by the time I make my end of my 40s. I'm not trying to be out here spending like some of y'all. My mindset is keep my money and live my life. But that's another story. So, when I walked into the kickboxing gym, all right, I already know my breathing gonna come for me. Let me be prepared. First of all, let me take my acid reflux so my breathing don't act up. So I don't get short of breath. Let me start going out there like today. Later on, I'm going out. I'm putting on my high elevation mask and I'm doing some weighted walking. So that way I build up my leg endurance for my next kickboxing workout tomorrow. But I'm also finna work again on my breathing. I need to pace myself out. I got a goal of a 5K time for next summer and I'm working on it now. So breathing is one aspect of it. If you didn't know, earlier this year, I actually had surgery on my nose. I had surgery on my nose to shave down my rhinoids and open my nasal passageway so that I could breathe better. Hands down, one of the best surgeries I elected to have. I've never been in a hospital. I've never been sick. I've never broken a bone in my life. And hands down, I was scared. I was nervous. I contemplated. I debated. And I asked God. And let me tell you, it's hand down one of the best things that helped me. Because I live in a place where my allergies go 0 to 100 real quick on any given day. And it can slow me down from anywhere to a couple days to weeks, depending on how bad it is. That has helped me a lot. And shout out to Dr. Geraldine. I know she didn't want to do it, but sis came through in the clutch. Because right now, I am literally days away from something I didn't work for years. And somehow God just brought all those pieces together slowly but surely and right on the right timeline for me. You must own these weaknesses. I don't care what it is. If you struggle lifting a certain weight, be in the gym working on it. Be in there getting that endurance up. If you struggle on slimming down your waist, look at my overcoming obstacles when it comes to slimming your waist down and start working on it. If you struggle with running, get out there and start a walk to run progression program. There are just so many tools out there to help you and guide you and aid you, and they're free. Knowledge is free. Reading is fundamental. Use both and capitalize. It is no way in this world you can't tell me you can't work on your weaknesses one day at a time. You can do something. I don't care if it's 15 minutes. You can do something. But weaknesses is something that we don't want to own. So I challenge you in December to sit down and think about your weaknesses when it comes to fitness. Write them down and pick 3. Pick your top 3, and every day make a time or make your workout time to work on all 3, or one day at a time work on 1. By the end of December, you will find out how easy it is to take those obstacles, jump over them, and keep propelling forward. But you by all means must work on your weaknesses. Like I said, I'm a weak breather, and right now there are 3 things in play for me. My high elevation mask during my cardio, and I only use it during cardio. I don't believe in doing it, lifting weights and all that. It doesn't make sense for me. You know, kudos to all the fitness trainers that do. It doesn't make sense to me when all I need it for is to work on my cardio. My second one is definitely kickboxing. It's building my endurance, but it's teaching me to pace out my breathing, which builds on me using my high elevation mask because it's showing me how to effectively breathe through a workout. And then 3, like I said, swimming is about to come in play for me. If y'all only knew my swimming adventures and how much my swimming trainer is about to be in for, he has no clue. But my swimming comes into play for something that I'm trying to do in February in my military career. So swimming is absolutely necessary, and I have a time hack to meet. So if I start now come February, I think I'll be ready to jump in head forward first on that one. Probably gonna bring my sister along. She's probably gonna laugh because she knows me when I'm out there doing something, and she knows my oh shit, it's about to get real face. She already knows what goes through my mind, but she also knows that I push myself through it, come out, and then I'll have that dramatic animated story. Y'all gonna find out I'm very animated. When it comes to stuff, I don't know. My animation about how it's replaying in my mind is actually funny. So, like I said, overcome these obstacles, ladies. Do not waste all your time trying not to overcome them. Go head first. Dive head first into your obstacles. Knock them out the way. Do good things. At some point this week, we're going to talk about power songs. Because one song comes, that song is Fighter by Christina Aguilera. And if you never heard it, I challenge you to listen to that when you working out and it's getting hard. That song definitely motivates me. The second thing that motivates me is my son. I hear his little voice in my head and I get to going. And probably the third thing is, if you haven't watched the new superhero movies, Diana from Wonder Woman. Y'all other ones can be the imitation Diana. I'm the real Diana. Because when I say Diana taps into her real power, that's what happens when I focus in on what I need to do to overcome. Diana taps into me. And she go hard in the paint. She ain't hearing nothing nobody got to say. So, I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you found value in it. Make sure that you subscribe to my mailing list, because my book is still dropping on December 8th. And we're going to talk about obstacles in that book when we talk about defining our goals. Shout out to Super Duper Fresh. I did get my hoodie in yesterday, and I love it. And like I told him, I have to reevaluate these sizes because I love that it's super fitted and super girly fitted. But I keep forgetting one key note in there. But I got you. When 2018 drop, ain't nobody snatching another hoodie out of my cart. I'm gonna be ready because I need that red and that blue to go with that Wonder Woman Superman combo that's coming in the mail next. And I definitely want to shout out those who have been helping me along this venture, all my friends who have been supporting me, sharing, posting, replaying, tagging me, let me know what's the real deal, keeping me a loop. I appreciate all the support because it's only going to elevate from here. So make sure you follow me. Make sure you subscribe to my list. My newsletter is out. It tells details about how to get on a workout plan with me and how to develop that. It also details my webinar email series coming up. It also details my book coming out. So those